that she was so bright that bad things took notice of her, and they did end up taking her life in that way. She wasn't able to fight them off. And the letter that was read was an actual letter that she did write, that is, from her own hand, that she had seen Mother Mary, the Mother of God, or the Mother of Jesus. And she was given the choice to either come over, come into the light, give up her life, and the pain and all that would stop, or she could remain here on earth to try to teach people um, that there is such a thing as demons, and that we may doubt them, but they don't doubt us. And they're always looking for a way in. And she chose to suffer the path so that she could show that there really truly is such evil that walks the earth. That's like someone with stigmata. Stigmata, you get the seven, what are they, the seven signs that God has laid his hands on you. You don't always, someone doesn't always get all seven of them, but they say that the closer you are to God, the more of them you get.
Interesting. So, did you know, Laureen, anything about the Emily person?
No.
Yeah, I knew that she was a real story.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know like anything about her. I knew like from there was a book about possessions, and there was a woman in there, and a young woman in there, and her name was Emily, and they were
Mm-hmm.
stating that she was basically possessed by these entities, and it's so crazy because like even with that one that we just watched The Conjuring, and we asked, does that lady really get rid of is she psychic? There's so many people that are on the border of that where they can see those entities, and they have to deal with them. And so some people are vessels, and so they're able to bring in those entities, and some people can't control them, and they die. Like she said, the body will break down.
Mhm.
Other people can survive from it though. Like the guy that you said on Amityville, he absorbed them. They become it. They like let it in, and then they accept it. And
They do. Like he would hear voices in his head and shit, stuff like that. Like kill him and all this other stuff. And
well, a
if
lot of
you
people hear voices, they consider it to be schizophrenic. But I always question, if you hearing voices, I mean, come on, don't you never nobody ever saying that could be something?
yeah, it could be something. But if you look back on like the Amityville horror videos on YouTube that they do, you could see like little faint ghosts peering around the corners at certain angles in the video of the kid brother and sister.
Well, with that said, Cooper, I know you saying that you were just waking up, but do you ever wake up from having a dream where you feel like something's trying to get you? You ever feel like you can't sleep at night and feel restless? Maybe you're just not even dreaming, but that something's there and you just don't understand why you're restless?
Yeah, yeah, I do. Um, I remember I think, 17. We lived in Waldorf, Maryland at the time, and we didn't live on base. The mom and dad had bought a house there, and they didn't think anything of it. They just thought they got a really good deal. And the house was nice. It was in a decent neighborhood. Um, I was going to make my room in the basement because it was off by itself. You know how teenagers are. They don't want to be bothered.
Mm.
I spent a week down there and I moved my room up to the upstairs rooms. Weird things just would happen, like really scary things that wasn't your imagination because it would happen even while you were awake. And my
Holy wow.
dog would even get hostile and growl and bare his teeth. And yes, he was kind of a weird dog because he was a Norwegian Elkhound Wolf mix.
Oof.
So he was real particular about people. But he usually was not just, he wouldn't just flip out for no reason. And I ended up moving up to the upstairs rooms with them. And I know people want to say, oh, it was just sleep paralysis. But it's not sleep paralysis when you can see something sitting on you and them telling you, you're mine and I want to keep you here. And there's nothing you can do about it. You can't scream. You can't do anything. And I don't know what disturbed it. I don't know if it was my mom or something getting up. But all of a sudden it was like it zoomed away.
Mm.
I had a lot of problems in that house. I didn't like living there. I started digging around asking people about the house.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, the people that lived there, the son was like really, really strange. He would shoot the neighbor's windows out with a BB gun, okay? But the dad seemed to be the most normal of the group, but yet he was the one that took his own life
Oh.
in that house, in the basement. And by the time he did it, he was nuttier than a nutball. So I don't know if that was him or whatever was in the house. A friend of mine, I was having a party, and I can't remember around it. It had to have been around August. We were doing a party and setting things up,
Right.
and I was standing in front of the house, and a friend of mine took a picture, just being silly. She got the film developed, and you could see a man standing beside me in coveralls and the red flannel shirts standing beside me.
Jesus.
In the picture?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
in the
Did I
picture.
interrupt you, Lorraine?
It was in the picture. I never, even before I found out all this stuff, my parents would be at work. I'd come home from school. My books, I would set them down on the inside of the door, shut the door, and I would never go in the house until they would come home. That house was creepy. That house was scary. Because of that house, I hate basements. They had a basement here. I didn't like being in the basement even to go do the laundry. It would freak me out. I would have to go back upstairs real fast.
Jesus.
Well, that's kind of creepy. Lorraine, I was about to say, do you got a story?
um, yeah, I have a story. Well, I already said it with the pig thing. Um, yeah, my girlfriend, she lived down the same block as the house, and we were doing our usual paper route and stuff that she does. So I accompanied her. We went on our bikes and whatnot, and we were coming home like about 4:30 because it was like daylight savings time. You know, it gets dark around 4ish and whatnot. We drive past the horror house, and I shit you not, I had must have been 9, going on 10 at this time, and I'm looking dead into like the window and whatnot.
Okay.
Like certain houses, I'm looking into the window as I'm riding on my bike past the house, and I glanced. I had to do a double take just to make sure I was looking at what I saw. I got back to my girlfriend's house. I said, I will call you when I get home. I shit you not, Janet. I shit you not. That was the fastest I sped home on my Huffy bike. Because I was scared shitless. Because I saw that pig and I saw those eyes staring out the fucking window. I shit you not.
I believe it. I went past the house one time and I swear I saw somebody in the window and nobody even lived in this house.
My grandfather goes, "What's wrong with you? Look like you just saw a ghost." I'm like, yeah, yeah, where's mommy? Oh my god, I was so scared. I told my girlfriend, I'll come in, November-ish. That's the last time I'm coming with you on your paper routes. For now. Because we usually go on the paper routes and talk and shoot the breeze, and like before we go back to our house after our paper route's done, we would, because like I said, it was a fishing town, and we have like docks all over the street, like at the end of the street. They had like piers and stuff like that. So you can just wag your swing your feet above the water. So we would go to the end of the street where the dock is and just hang out for a few seconds. That day that I saw the pig, we didn't even do that. I just took her back to our house and I sped the hell home. And I'm like, I'll see you in school. Because she was like 3 houses down from the horror house. I'm like, nope.
I would never want to live near that house because, like I said, I went past the house one time. It was abandoned. I saw an entity. I don't know what it was, woman, female. I don't know. It was like something was moving in past the window type shit. And it scared me. But it always made me remember like there is something out there. You know what I mean? And
Oh,
sometimes you're not inviting it, and you just kind of run into it. Another
there
time,
it is.
it will get you. Defrauding said it's some strange shared phenomena in sleep paralysis. I thought I saw that. I see like a clown or dream my wife joins me in bed when I'm far away from home.
Hmm.
Yeah, but
I don't see that as really strange with the wife thing because sometimes with some people there's such a connection that even in sleep they're with that person.
yeah, but DQ, isn't there a demon that comes and pretends that they're an entity and they'll like have sex with them spiritually?
Hmm.
A succubus.
Yeah, there are demons like that, and
Right,
they do end up claiming you as their property,
right.
and it's quite scary. But at the same time, you're like, well, this is what happened to Mother Mary, so why not?
Well, and also if it's his wife, it's coming as an entity to make you feel
Mm-hmm.
safe.
Hmm.
You ever have a dream and you think you're with someone?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the story of my life.
Or if you got to go to the bathroom.
Defrauding. If it's bothering you that much, if it really does bother you real bad, um, I do because there are things that'll pass through on my land. And I like being friendly and saying, okay, I know you're there, go away. Just keep on moving. Um, Sometimes if you don't want them within your area, salting your windows and the corners of your rooms, along with saging them, can help.
Hmm.
Also, it may sound crazy, brick dust is also used as a deterrent for anything show it to where the anything cannot cross that has any ill intentions towards you. Brick dust itself will also help ward off things. Um, Now, if it's a good being that you don't have an issue with them hanging out, I guess you could say,
Hmm.
um, sometimes offering like food outside your house as a peace offering to where they know that you don't have any bad intentions, so they'll just keep moving on, or they might stop and see on you. Um, but the offerings also help with that a lot too.
This stone, if you have this type of stone, put one in all the sides of your home, and it's a barrier so that evil spirits cannot get into your home. This
Cool.
black stone.
The onyx stone.
Yeah, it will actually put up a barrier, and you can actually keep it on you for a barrier for yourself. So evil entities cannot touch you.
On me, that I
Um,
carry with me,
Hmm.
when my grandmother passed, she had given us jewelry.
Hmm.
uh, the
And
Friday, I'm
carry,
sorry. Sorry.
Go ahead, Lorraine.
I carry my grandmother's tiger eye.
Tiger Eye is a good protector. As well as the amethyst. Yeah, that's a
Oh,
good
there
tiger.
it is. Okay, we see it. Cool.
That's about $23 to $30 right there.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah. And you can also get a amethyst for extra protection. This will
I,
also keep the
I have
evil.
I have like tidbit stones of amethyst.
Were you going to say something to defrauding, Cooper?
Oh, I was typing it down. No, well, I
Well,
guess
you
it
can
depends
finish
on how
typing if
you
you were
look
going to
at it.
type.
Um, Salt isn't just a voodoo thing.
Nope.
Food isn't always just used to draw demons. Actually, it's to push them away. Um, Food can also be used to, within the Native American culture, a lot of us will set food out to try to show the ancestors that they're welcome, but it also tells them that they need to move on, to keep going, to go back to a happier place, that they don't have to be here. But food is used also as a way to show that I'm not afraid of you. I have no ill intentions, and it will move them on a lot of times. It's just an offering to say I have no problems with you.
I wondered out a lot of times, like, so the tiger eye, what does that do? Just so I'm clear. Is it a protection, DQ?
Yes.
And
It
then
can,
yours are protections or warding off. Are they protecting you guys then?
they're protecting us as well as keeping the evil away. It's like a magical shield around us and around your home.
Got you. And that's what you were saying about the brick dust
Mm-hmm.
and the salt, because I know we use salt
Yeah.
and pennies.
Yeah. The brick dust is really good for preventing things from crossing over your thresholds that have bad intentions. The salt is just a cleansing or a purification type of process that they use. I know at one point in time, uh, they would also place crap. DQ, you might know the name of the stone. I can't remember it. It's almost like a metallic looking stone. It's not gold, it's like a silver metallic kind of stone.
Let me see. Let me look it up.
Is it hematite?
It could be hematite. I'm looking it up so I could tell you the precise stone.
Okay. But I do know hematite is another thing that they would place on window seals.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, I heard crystals were important. Do you guys all believe that? Can we all safely say that crystals are
Yes,
important?
crystals
in our
are
lives?
important. And in Jesus's time, they actually used crystals and gems as a form of currency.
I remember reading that.
Because they didn't have money back then. So they used gems and rocks and precious metals to
To trade and
to
buy.
trade
Yeah,
and buy and everything and
that makes sense.
use as currency. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen so she can see it.
No doubt. I'm ready when you are. And I appreciate everybody coming out today. Thanks for the mod school people coming over and checking us out. And thank you for everybody that came. Dan is not dead, so people need to stop saying that.
You should see
Yeah,
my
yeah, that's it.
yeah.
But they would use there's a lot of
You guys are
native
echoing.
use that. What's echoing?
Something's echoing. Let me see if it's her. Nope.
Is it me?
No, it's our connection.
Uh,
Well, I mean that worked. But that was the stone. Coop.
Yeah, that particular stone, um, and it's not all tribes
Mhm.
because not all tribes use stones like that. Um,
Well, I wanted to ask
I
Laureen a question whenever you're done, darling.
okay. I know a lot of the South Coast tribes would use the hematite. They would put it in their jewelry because they felt that that was to draw in the positive energy. And I know a lot of them started once we started doing houses, would set them in our window seals to draw good energy.
It's a Gibeon stone. They believe that it was a meteorite from outer space, which gives it its metallic color and shine.
Well, I was going to ask Laureen the question of her saying she got her grandma's jewelry.
Hmm.
Did you happen to find any like did you get any stones that
Yeah.
that you would
Uh,
question? Are they protection?
yes, they are. The one that I just showed you, the tiger eye, that's the one I carry on me. I wear it all the time, and it protects from um spirits and whatnot.
The reason I was asking that is because DQ, isn't it supposed to say that once that stone's for someone, it's for them and not others? Do
Yeah,
you?
usually when you find a certain type of gemstone, they usually call out to you and not you looking for them.
But since hers was given, I think hers is more powerful.
Hers that is given is specifically for her
Right.
because of her grandmother's ability,
You're right.
which makes it even more powerful because it has the essence of her grandmother in the
Exactly.
stone.
Hmm.
Her power.
That's like an opal. You're never supposed to buy an opal for yourself.
Mm.
Mm,
An opal is always supposed to be given to you.
yeah. There are certain stones out there that you cannot go on a hunt for. They have to find you. And you only get them at a certain time when you're ready, not when you think you're ready.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I got some garnet earrings and
Mm.
garnet for my birthstone, and sure enough, lost one of them. I was so mad, but it was just
But it'll
almost like
come
it
back
wasn't
to you
mine.
too.
Huh?
No, the stones can actually come back to you when it's your time to get them back.
That's true.
Well, it's so crazy that you said that because I got some real diamonds whenever I first came out here. And remember when when I met you around Eli time, DQ, and I
Yeah.
was leaving JB Gunner? Yeah, one of his fans that gave me like all these this little carrot, this heart thing with diamonds in it, and they
Mm.
were worth more than those earrings.
Yep.
So I lost a one stone to get another stone. But my thing is, what stone is the best one to cover ourselves with? I guess I
You
like
have
that
to
tiger
go
eye
to
though.
you have to go to a metaphysical shop and get them if you're not in an area where you can dig them out yourself.
You guys got any shops like that where you guys can buy crystals and stuff? Lorraine or Coop.
Yeah, I do.
I'm gonna have
Oh
to look
yeah,
into
I
it.
do, but I
Yep.
don't do the stone thing. I do the medicine bag with tobacco in it.
Mhm.
Oh, I think we're about to wrap it up because it's been 3 hours and 45 minutes. But can you tell us about this, Cooper, before we jump out of here? It's almost 3 o'clock
Um,
in the morning for me.
Well, tobacco was always a gift between natives. That's one of the best things that one person could give to another. But it was also looked at as uh, the smoke. The reason you carry the tobacco with you, pure tobacco, not the adulterated tobacco that's in cigarettes now. Um, was because they would smoke. A lot of them would smoke if you didn't have the sage, you weren't around sagebrush or anything. Was also a cleansing thing. Plus, tobacco is considered like a fertility plant for women.
Hmm.
So that's one of the things they would use it for, is just uh, fertility, and they would use it as a form of protection or cleansing. It's kind of a universal thing.
I appreciate you explaining that because I know that the ancestors like tobacco smoke. So I
Hmm.
believe in the ancestors, and I believe that they will come be with you, and I believe that they protect you and they watch over you. So a lot of the smoking, when people say to stop smoking, I like my tobacco. I like the smell of it, everything. But that's just my own personal belief. So. Well, did you guys have any last things you wanted to say? I like to drop the mic before we get out of here. Appreciate you, Lorene, for coming. This community,
Oh,
we do different things. We have I have a banging channel. This one here is the fun house of the celebrities on YouTube and in the real world. So thank you for bringing the Ghostbuster story and all your stories.
you're
Um,
welcome.
Yeah,
Cooper,
that was neat about the Ghostbuster stuff. I really like
I
that, the
really like that.
information.
She came in hot with
Uh
that.
huh.
Did you want to say anything, guys, before we get out of here?
Nope. I just wish I could sleep.
Well, yeah. Well, what's up with that? Shit.
I don't know.
What,
It's
you need some
driving me
warm milk or
insane.
something?
Huh?
Did you drink warm milk?
Oh, God, that's disgusting.
Why? Warm milk works, though.
It makes
Me
me
and
gag
Lorraine
and
said at the same
sputter.
time, like, get you some milk, girl. Well, what else could you do to relax? Is anybody else? Oh, Josiah said melatonin. You got any?
Chamomile tea, melatonin.
I don't have any of that on hand, but I do have some, oh, Jesus, I'm so tired. Chamomile. I have chamomile, so I can make some fresh chamomile tea.
Yeah,
That might
that'll
help.
help you sleep.
I know a nice hot shower helps.
That too.
I've already taken one. I don't feel
Or,
like
DQ's laughing. Well, DQ, you come up with one day.
Um,
or you
one
know
thing.
what else you could do is take a hot rag, a hot compress, and put it over your forehead. Maybe that will help.
What were we gonna say, DQ?
Well, in order to help me sleep, I find my favorite ASMR videos and I listen to those to go to sleep.
Oh yeah, rain sounds might help.
Rain sounds, thunderstorms. They have Indian music.
Mhm.
Oh, they're the ones that do it on YouTube.
And they have you can listen to people doing role plays of doctors and stuff, and
Mhm.
chewing. It just depends on what works for you because I
Or
do ear
you can
one.
listen to they have like different playlist types to
Hmm.
help you.
I do the ear cleanings to help me go to sleep.
Well, Josiah made a really good recommendation.
Yeah,
But
we
I
did
don't
in the
have any
back.
of that.
Josiah talks in the back chat, Lorraine, just so you know. He doesn't talk on the panel. He's my right-hand man, my co-host, but he doesn't talk. So he actually is in the back telling her that she needs to get some weed.
Yes, if I had any, I would. I would gladly.
Sometimes when you don't smoke, that's why you can't sleep. Come on now. Come on now.
Yeah, well, I've been out of it for about 5 days now.
Oh, yeah, that'll happen. Defrauding, good night. Y'all have a great night. He had a great night with us. This was exceptional. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We love you and thanks for coming. And yeah, the banging channel. Not really sure. Hit the bell icon so you know when I go live. I will post it on my community wall on Empress Janet. But yeah, we'll be banging on the banging channel tomorrow. Got some things I want to let out. Let it out. Let it all out. We use music to bang on the channel too. So if you guys have any suggestions on that, let us know. And tomorrow I'm going to be live on this channel, the Funhouse. We're going to do some celebrity topics. My channel got monetized today, Cooper, Empress Janet.
Oh, yay.
So I am going to leave with my new intro that I got. Big ups to TMK Media. He is Dr. Bombay. He made me this for my intro and outro of my shows. So if nothing else is said, guys, well, check this out. We're out. We'll see you later.
Keep loving.
Hi, have you heard what happened to Janet? No, I didn't, but do tell. First of all, she's not all that, but she really thinks she is. I swear, she comes on here every day talking her shit and being condescending to everyone. Now, I'm not one to gossip, but I hear that YouTube is about to take her fucking channel, and I'm glad. Now see, most of you would say I'm hating because I'm talking about her while she's not around. But let me tell you, she wouldn't appreciate the intellectual conversation and discourse that I would put forth. You know what? Fuck her for real. That's all I got to say about that. And this is what Janet did. 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 Not one to gossip, but you know what? I hear that she goes out onto these social sites and finds married guys, and then she extorts them for money and threatens to tell their wives what she's doing. Now, if you ever wonder where she's getting all of this money from, let me tell you something. She's not getting it from her job, because I know for a fact she's in a lot of weirdo sites with Patreons and getting to all sorts of satanic bullshit. But let me tell you something. Now, I know you're probably saying, why are you constantly hating on her and blaming her for everything? Well, let's be for real. The scepter's upside down and it's all